Hey guys, Amy here, and it is that time of the month again. And this Christmas swag is chock full of goodies to do some awesome dab stamping, along with painting and a few other techniques to use your new dabs with. So in your swag, you received the 3 new metallic dab gels, red, green, and pearl, along with Opal Dream powder. So this powder is not full. We just wanted to make sure everybody got some of this. It was an afterthought, but it's really fun to stamp with. So we'll go over how to use that too. A new clear stamper, super polished top, which is a fantastic no wipe soakable gel top coat, and hot off the press, 2 brand new Christmas plates. Inside out plates, one is the snowflakes design and the second is the Christmas inside out. To get started, we use Black and White Magic for our base, and I have those pre-done. And what you want to do is wipe that sticky layer off. The white and black magic both leave a slight tacky layer, so wipe that off and then give your tip just a quick little buff. You don't want to create any scratches or anything in the surface. You just want to mattify that surface a little bit. That way, when we're putting our dab gel on, when we're stamping with it anyway, we want it to have a good surface to adhere to. When it's shiny on shiny, or if there's a sticky layer, you might notice that the dab might spread a little bit when you're pressing it on with your clear stamper. So having that matte background really helps with that, and it pulls the color a lot better. All right, to get started, super simple. We're just going to do a quick, easy one color stamp, and you're just going to use your gel brush, pick up some dab gel, and paint it on your plate. And now when you swipe to clean your plate, you want to use a little bit of pressure because you want to make sure that you're not leaving any of those streaks on the top of the plate where you don't want the gel. You just want it to be a nice clean stamp. Okay, so now we're going to cure, and your dab gel takes about a 30-second cure. When you're stamping with it and it's put on so thin like this, you would be fine with a 15-20-second cure also. It's when you're painting with it and it's a little bit thicker that you want to make sure you get that 30-second cure. Cleaning your plate with just acetone, same as if you were stamping with your regular polish. And cleaning your stamper takes a couple run throughs on your lint roller just to get it all off. Couple pass throughs, good as new. Okay, so let's prep this black tip here. We wiped off the sticky layer and now we're just going to run a light buff over top of it. This is really important if you are going to use the chrome over your dab, because even that slick background, even though you wiped off that tacky layer, it might still grab a little bit of chrome and kind of burnish it into the background. So if you are doing chrome, make sure you're not skipping that step. All right, we're going to use the snowflake plate this time. And we're going to use the metallic pearl, which looks fantastic over black. Gives it kind of a silvery look. And you know, you can always use these dabs traditionally with your little dabber sponge for your quick, easy ombres, and with your stencils. The metallics are just beautiful. So again, just grab a little bit of it, paint it right onto your plate. Again, scraping real well to get all of that off of the plate and just into the etch design. Again, an important step for your chrome because you don't want any of that background to be sticky. Perfect. Go ahead and cure that. So now it's come out of the light and it's got that perfect tacky layer, and we're going to burnish some chrome in. So just rub, it's going to come off the background, so don't worry, and it's only going to stick to your snowflakes. So just take a nice soft duster and get in there and really dust it off. Cleans off the background, and now you've got chrome snowflakes. So pretty. And we'll go ahead and top coat this too, brings it out even more. So your opal chromes are translucent. So this can go over any color dab, it's going to enhance any color stamp that you put on. If you were going to do this with like a true gold or something like that, you would want to maybe stamp in black so it makes your metallic chromes pop a little bit more. But all your opals are translucent, so they really are going to enhance over any color, and that can be done with any chrome and any dab color. Okay, moving on, we're gonna work with the red and the green and do a nice ombre. This is definitely a deeper red. We were hoping for more of a Christmas red. The burgundy, it's beautiful. It's not making me mad, but I would like a truer Christmas red. So keep an eye out for that next year for sure. But anyway, let's wipe off the tacky layer of this nail and run a quick buff over it. And then we can ombre a red and green stamp on top of this one. Okay, so to ombre these, it's basically the same technique as if you were using regular polish. Go ahead and take one color, paint it on one side of the plate, and then we're going to go in with our second color, and we're going to paint it parallel to the first. Try not to overlap. And then when we scrape, go ahead and go over it 3 or 4 times to get those colors to blend really well. Try to scrape in the same spot so that you don't overblend. And I'm going to give it one final scrape across the top just to make sure I got all of that extra gel off the top of that plate. Then place, and bam. Now we're going to cure. Okay, so while that's curing, another fun thing that we can do with our dab gel is kind of fill in the stamps. So it's kind of like you're just basically coloring within the lines. So this was our green stamp that we started with. Let me clean up here a little bit. And we are all cured. And we're going to take an art brush, a shorter art brush. Don't go with something too long. The dab sometimes can feel heavy when you're painting, so if you have a really floppy brush, it makes it a little bit harder. So we're just going to grab some of this red, and we are going to paint inside of our lines. The dab is great to paint with because it is so pigmented and so smooth. And this look, I love this look. To me, it looks like that old school vintage kind of enamel painting because of the metallic shimmer in the gel polish. I'm sorry, in the dab gel. So it gives it a really pretty look. Another great thing about painting with your dab is it doesn't move. So you can go ahead and do all your painting. You don't have to worry about flash curing in between. All right, and once we're all finished, we're gonna go ahead and do a 30-second cure on this. And like I mentioned earlier, when you're painting with it, it is a little bit thicker, so be sure you get that full 30-second cure. We will top coat our ombre design and get that in the light and cure that. So our painting is all cured. Now let's top coat this, get it in the light. Okay, so there's definitely the trend of the icicles coming down the nail. So there's a couple different ways we can do this with our dab gel. This pearl metallic is so perfect for this because I love that metallic sheen it gives. It really looks like snow. So painting with it, again, just grabbing a shorter style brush, not anything really long, and just load it up on your brush. And when you're pulling down on the icicles, it will almost string just a little bit for you to really taper them off and make them look nice and sharp. And then of course, when we're happy with this, we're gonna do our 30-second cure. So another technique that we can do, because there's a lot of different ways that you can sugar with your dab also. You can put glitter into it, you can put powders into them. The ones that we just did, we left the metallic look, and now this one we're going to pour some glitter into it. So same thing, paint your icicles. And now before curing, we're going to put in a nice light white silver, and we're going to pour it right onto the wet dab. Give it a little tap, and beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and cure it. So this was our icicles with just the metallic dab. And these are icicles I did earlier, and I poured clear powder, acrylic powder, into the uncured dab and then cured it. So it gave it a kind of powdery matte look. And now third, this was our glitter cured into the dab. Just dust off all the excess glitter there. And you can see all three look so different textures, different feel to them, but they're all so pretty. I just don't even know which one I like the best. So last, I didn't even realize we didn't use the other side of the inside out plates. And it depends on if you want your background the stamp or if you want the design your stamp. So we are going to use the other side of it, and we are going to go ahead and chrome into the dab. So same as before, let's wipe the tacky layer off the tip and give it a quick buff. Then we will use the metallic pearl on the background side of the plate. Go ahead and paint it on, swipe, and place it on your nail. Okay, so after curing, now we're just going to burnish that chrome in. Use your duster, dust off anything extra. And now you've got the background of the Christmas designs rather than the design being the stamp. We'll top coat and then put this back in the light. All right, there you have it for your Christmas swag. Have fun with your new plates and your new metallic dabs. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. And we want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and a super Happy New Year. Stay safe throughout the holidays, guys. We love you.